We're going to start looking at the Corinthian passages about women and understanding those. And in order to do so, let's quickly review the 4 rules of hermeneutics, or understanding or interpreting scripture. And those were the words, what do they mean? Secondly, context. Am I putting this statement in the context of its chapter, and so on? Third, who is speaking? And fourth, how did the original reader understand this passage? Now, the Corinthian church had written to Paul a letter of their own, and they had asked him a whole bunch of questions. So these letters, Corinthians, that we see in the scripture, these are letters that Paul wrote to the Corinthian church in order to answer their questions. So in the Corinthian passages, he's talking about veils or no veils, shawls, long hair versus short hair. And it could be a little bit confusing if we did not have our rules for interpreting scripture. So we have to understand that Corinth was a city in the country of Greece. So we already know that it was an immoral environment because Greek culture was notoriously immoral. There was a temple there in the city of Corinth dedicated to the goddess Venus. Now, if the vices of the Greeks were famous all over the Roman world, the vices of the Corinthians were famous in the Greek world. They topped the list. And the poor baby Christians living in this environment of immorality and vices, now they had Judaizers coming through town causing divisions. They had Gnostics coming through. That means the people that were teaching the supremacy of knowledge. And they had some influence. And now they had Nero as emperor. So they had trouble brewing on all sides. And so we have a Greek church in a Roman world, in a religion or a faith, Christianity, which sprang out of Judaism. And the people were simply a little confused about whose culture or whose customs do we follow, and who could blame them? No wonder they had a few questions for the Apostle Paul. And in our next session, we'll begin to deal with those specific questions. But it's just really good to know that whenever you have a question on any subject, the Bible has the answers for you.